Chapter 5. Things are getting clearer. It's actually worth going through this, by the way. Verse 4. Face to face the Lord spoke to you on the mountain out of the fire. Learn the rules I give you, study them, so one day someone will see it for what it is. Festering bile. History of a species, for this is a common story, that will believe anything if it has been beaten into it. And that species will do anything, including murdering and raping each other, and wave banners to symbolize to themselves their relevance, which is still a puzzle. And Moses said, "You were afraid of the fire. We burnt some people, and I said there are no gods but me," or the Lord. And God is possessed and will torture you, your children, their children, and their children if you break my laws. Worship only me, and I'll be nice 1,000 generations. Don't swear by no one but me. Keep the Sabbath, even your sons and daughters, sheep, oxen, asses, men and women, slaves, because I brought you as slaves from Egypt. All have the day off on the Sabbath, or I will kill you. Be nice to your mom and dad, so do what they say. Don't do no unauthorized murder. Don't do adultery. Steal nothing except for plunder. Don't lie about no one. Don't even want to sex your neighbors or their slaves or son. I wrote this on a rock. We heard the voice in the fire. So obey or be consumed by fire. Verse 23. For what mortal ever heard the voice of the living God speak out of the fire? As we did and lived. So you know that the Catholics weren't the first to burn people to maintain control, wealth. And you said you would rather obey whatever the laws is rather than burn. And the Lord likes that. Follow only me, said Satan. Deuteronomy makes it very clear that fire is God. God is fire. And in a very real way, this is our truth. It is in all the old religions. And all new religions come from old religions. Always holy fire. Fire is how the universe, this universe and likely all others, started. Out of the fire of our sun was spit all the elements of our solar system. The earth was a big ball of fire about 5 billion years ago. A short way under the surface, it is and will remain a ball of fire billions of years. If it wasn't a mineral fire, we would not be, and we would be insignificant small-brained primates had we not taken control of fire. 500,000 or 800,000 years ago. We come from fire and we live by fire, and most all we have done is with the help of fire. This, however, does not mean we need religion. What we need is knowledge and wisdom, and the creative, curious mind burning with passion. And we need to better master our God, fire. So if anyone hasn't caught on, by the way, God is fire. You cannot talk, you can talk to God, but God doesn't say anything. God isn't a real entity, okay? God is a concept. We make fire godly because fire has given us everything. Everything we do is based on fire. Everything we are is based on fire. So, we've got that. We know now that God is fire. But we also know that it's senseless to try to talk to God because fire just burns. We know that now. We have, in our knowledge and wisdom, figured that out. And that takes us right back to the very start of the book when they said knowledge and wisdom was evil and monotheism wasn't, which is a trick. It's just backwards. Monotheism is evil and knowledge and wisdom isn't. Well, knowledge and wisdom can lead away from it. It isn't necessarily going to be automatically a good situation with knowledge and wisdom, especially if you only have a little bit of it. I think the wiser you get and the more you get to know, the more likely it is that you will be a somewhat civilized entity. Was there anything else to talk about besides fire, And if anybody doubts that God is fire, well, start from the beginning and read again.